Hi, and welcome to Sisterknit. I'm Elisa.
And I'm Rebekah.
And today we have a knitting podcast with all the things that we've been working on for the last month or so. We've got a couple finished objects, a couple whips, and some fun acquisitions. Yeah. So I'll let you get started.
I want to start with the fact that let it be known that this is the first month that I have completed not one, but 2 finished objects, and Alyssa has none. So the knitting game is strong for me. Or maybe, I don't know, maybe I just was like getting towards the end of most of my projects, so. And some of yours are a little more complicated, too.
But this was complicated.
Yeah.
I don't know. I was off my mojo, but you were working hard.
Mm-hmm. So I'll start with this, what I'm wearing. This is the Venilia top by Sari Nordlund. We got our hands on her Summer Knits book a few months ago, and this was the first project that I chose out of the book, and it was really fun. I love that the top starts with the lace work, and then as you're kind of getting tired, you just get stockinette on the end. So I used Sandnes Garn Line in the color Bright Lime, which is so fun.
Very summery.
Yeah, this was kind of the color I was gravitating toward early this summer, but as you'll see, my color has definitely changed for the summer. Yep, I love Line, so this was very fun to use. For this project, I did the size 2, and I did use a smaller needle size. This was the first time I've ever done lace work, and I felt like with I don't remember what size it was, but the size she called for, it just was really loose and looked sloppy. So I sized down on the lace work portion and then kept the same for the stockinette. I did alter the lace work because she has it to be the same for all the sizes. And I was starting to do the math. I was like, if I continue on, it's gonna like continue further down, and you don't want that.
Didn't want lace work that deep in the yoke.
No, especially because it is pretty transparent. There's some pretty big holes in it. So there's like one more like loops worth in the chart, and I just altered it so that it wouldn't do that and it would end a little bit sooner.
I think it looks great. Like you can't even tell that. I mean, it doesn't look wrong. Like there's nothing. It looks normal. And
I'm gonna try and write it down in my Ravelry notes for anyone else who's curious on doing that. She also has a top like almost the exact same as this one. I'm blanking on the name of it.
Is it the Coton top? I'm
like, what's the difference? So I
don't know. The lace motif, obviously.
Yeah,
but
it's a little bit different. Mm-hmm. So the 2 bummers about this top is, as I was finishing it, I noticed there's like a line in the yarn color. Like it got sun bleached or something. I don't know if you can really see it that well with the lighting, but fortunately, like I kind of like the tuck-in look anyways, so you don't see it. It's like right where
almost, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
That's so
Isn't that weird?
I wonder if we can put a picture in that shows
Also,
it.
I need to redo my fold. Mm-hmm. It's like too tight. So.
Oh, I think it looks great.
It kind of is hard to get over my head,
Oh.
though.
She's the queen of doing her bind-offs too tight, and they're like, too hard to get over that.
Yeah. The other thing is, I don't know if anyone else struggles with this, but with Line, I feel like it looks really uneven. And at this point, I would say I'm a skilled enough stockinette knitter that it should look more even than this. Mm-hmm. So I was a little bit disappointed in some of the unevenness, even with the blocking. So you can't, I feel like from a distance, you can't notice it that much, but
if you're looking
myself,
close,
I'm like, I wish it was a little bit more tidy.
Mm-hmm. And the back has the same lace work as the front. I just thought that as well. Cute.
I don't know if you can see.
You could. It was really cute.
So the other thing I finished.
Wait. Well, I'll share what I'm wearing.
Yeah. Okay.
So I'm wearing the shell stitch top by the Knit Crow Addict. I knit this, I crocheted this like 2 years ago with some Lion brand 24/7 cotton. I don't remember the color, but it's in my Ravelry. and it's really fun. I kind of forget about this one. It's like stashed away in my closet, and every once in a while I bust it out, and I'm like, oh, right, she's kind of cute. It definitely like stretches out every time I wear it. It's like a little bit longer, or like the things are a little bit more see-through and whatnot, and I don't know, some of my like joins aren't as clean as I probably would have made them now, but it's fun and I like it. It's very summery, so that's what I'm wearing.
That top makes me want to learn to crochet.
Yeah, I really liked this stitch pattern. It was like fun and different, and obviously it has a neat like look to it. I remember I was making this when I was like in my last semester of nursing school, and I was in this like night psychology class where we basically didn't have to take any notes, and so I would just crochet for 3 hours in class, and it was great. It was really fun.
It's so cute.
So that's what I was working on in that.
Yeah, nice.
Okay, now what's your second finished object?
Well, it's funny that you wore that because, so this is the color of my summer is this light.
Do you want a hanger for it?
Very light blue.
Ooh. Oh, that's really cute.
It's still just slightly damp from blocking.
Oh, I love it.
I am so proud of this. So this is the Sevilla blouse by Petiteknit, and it was only on the needles for 19 days.
You're kidding.
Which feels pretty fast for like a whole sweater.
Yeah.
It was also just so fun to hop onto 5mm needles again after all the summer knitting I've been doing. Yep, so this is the Sevilla blouse by Petiteknit. I used 2 different yarns. I used this yarn called Alino by Garn. And the reason I wanted to use that yarn is it has this like, how do they call it? Modeling. So it's like the linen is one shade and the cotton is a little bit different. So it has that like
they took the dye a little bit
the
differently.
variation in the yarn itself. Of course, though, the color that I ended up choosing didn't have that, but they have like a lot of really pretty colors with that like effect. So I would definitely recommend, and the quality is really great. And then I held it with Knitting for Olive Merino in the color Ice Blue. I would have used the cotton merino, but they don't have ice blue.
Or at least not at our store.
But maybe not in general. So I really wanted to use ice blue. I did the size small, and I used the 5mm needles on gauge, and very easy pattern. The only difference is I did a twisted rib on the ends rather than just a normal rib. But then I did the normal Italian bind off, and I'm like, maybe I'm supposed to change the bind off based on the
You're supposed to
twisted
like
rib.
twist this knit stitches before you bind off, but I always forget to do that too. So
It looks fine. I just wonder if it would have been different if I didn't do that. What else?
Did you knit
about
the yoke
this?
deeper too? Or what was?
Oh, you're right. So I was in between sizes where I was just like, I don't want it to be too small because everything I've made always it's just
It's a
too
little
small.
bit too small.
So, but then I didn't want it to be too oversized because I was on gauge. So then I just added like two rows of knits, if that makes sense. So like on either shoulder, I added another row. So the neck hole is the same size, just like the width of it.
Yeah.
The whole thing is a little bit wider. That makes sense? I'm not super pleased with the way that I picked up my stitches. One of the shoulders looks fine. Which one is it? Maybe this one. It's just when I'm wearing it, you really kind of see like it pulling at.
Oh. I just learned a new
stitches.
way to pick up stitches where, I don't know, you pick up just like a different part of the stitch and it makes it a lot more tidy. And I was like, oh my gosh, I wish I knew this from the get-go. Because
I guess I never really learned how. I just kind of
just are
stick
like,
my
"Oh,
needle in
sure."
at a similar place as I go. So that's the only point where I'm like, could have been better. But
It's really cute,
very
though. I like
happy
the
with
color.
this. Super excited to wear this, and it's gonna transition well into the fall. I did want to ask though, because I didn't ask this before, but what is really the difference between the Sevilla blouse and the Sevilla blouse and Why can't I think of it?
Blouse number 1?
Blouse number
Yeah.
1. My favorite things to wear.
Does blouse number 1 have more like a flare sleeve to it? I don't know.
Yeah, it does. So it has the same boat neck, same like, I guess it's a little bit different. Like it's same like curled collar, but the sleeves are just a little bit different. And then I was looking at it, and they both say they're both Aran weight, but this one is a DK with a fingering, and the other one is 2 light fingerings. I'm like, how does that equal Aran?
How does that equal Aran?
That's DK.
I love the Ravelry math of like whatever like gauge it says a yarn is, and you're like, I don't agree with that. Actually.
Right. Is it actually? So
I don't know.
I think the difference is the weight. Like this is Aran, and the other one is DK because people use tin line held
That's
double.
true.
So just line.
Yeah.
Where this is like technically like line.
This you would hold, yeah, line and tin line.
So, but I'd love to hear if you guys are like, oh my gosh, I love the blouse number 1 over a Sevilla blouse for certain reasons, or vice versa, if you've knit both.
I need to try that on because don't know how I feel about a boat neck on me, and I don't want to commit to knitting a whole. Like I love the Sevilla and blouse number 1, but I'm like, I don't know if a boat neck would really be my style. So I need to try that on and see if it's.
It works
what
okay
I like.
with like tank tops where it's not a lot underneath, but for a normal shirt, it is kind of weird to throw
you're
over.
like, that's a whole.
So it might just be like, just wear this as your shirt. Scenarios. Or I feel like it's kind of fun with this, or like if you have a swimsuit.
That's true.
Kind of
Just
thing.
kind of like a throw it over whatever you're wearing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cute. I love that. Okay, now I'll talk about my Sari Nordlund's summer knit pattern, which, guys, I've made a lot of progress since the last video. Ta-da!
That looks so good.
It is the Pomona vest. It is not done, obviously, but I just finished the whole body. Like, I literally was binding off this hem this morning, and I felt like you.
Switch roles.
We've switched roles.
Because guys, I even wrote notes.
She wrote
today.
notes.
I feel.
She never writes notes. Usually she's frantically writing some things on a notebook. And now today, she's so prepared. Oh my gosh.
And you're casting off your bind off.
Hush, hush. So this is the Pomona vest by Sari Nordlund in her Summer Knits book. And I have had a change of heart about this. I feel like the last video, I was kind of dogging it a little bit because I was in the thick of like, I have too many cabled things happening. But now that I'm done with my Moby sweater and I'm not in the throes of whatever immense cabling that was, and my only other whip is like pure stockinette, it does feel nice to have something that's like a little bit something, but nothing too crazy, you know? It's a really cute, simple cabled pattern that looks more hard than it is. Like it's actually really easy to keep track of and whatnot, but I like that it's just kind of an all over, kind of looks like a fishbone or like a herringbone kind of right now. I've done one of the sleeve hole, like armhole edges after the other one, and then the button band, and then it's done, which is crazy.
And you're using Knitting for Olive silk?
Yes, Knitting for Olive pure silk held double in Plum Rose. I think I'm using 4.5 millimeter needles, and I'm knitting size 3. And I've tried it on a couple times, and I think it's gonna be like a perfect fit. I'm really excited. I also feel like I keep knitting things too small, or like I mean to knit things with like more positive ease, and then they come out more fitted than I thought they were gonna be.
Yeah.
So maybe I just have like inaccurate perceptions of how much ease looks like, you know? Like what does 15 centimeters of positive ease look like on my body? I don't actually know. I haven't like measured my garments at home that I like to wear. So anyways, I'm really excited about this, excited to get to wear it for the last little bit of summer. And I think it'll also be a nice, like I could throw it on over a little baby tee or something and wear it in the wintertime too. But yeah, I really like it.
So how is this cable, like, how do you end up doing this cable? Is it like?
You switch like every couple rows, but basically I almost envision it as, instead of like all over cable work, it's like I've got 2 different back-to-back cables that are just cabling at different spots.
You just cable them over. Oh, okay,
Yeah. So it's like this is a column of cables, this is a column of cables. Yeah, but then in the end it creates this really pretty texture. It was hard at first when like I couldn't envision what it was gonna look like.
Yeah.
Like just with like a little bit of the back panel, but the all over. And the drape, it's just like.
And you haven't blocked that. It
No.
kind of feels like you already did.
No,
From
this
last
is
time I've seen
just-
it, but that's really nice.
Yeah. Thanks. I'm happy with it. Again, I think last time I was kind of like, I'm sick of this. And now I'm
Yeah.
like, oh, it's kind of nice. I kind of like it.
Yeah, and Sari Nordlund does a great job in this book of like showcasing the design like with multiple pictures.
Yeah.
And it's just like summarized really well. Like it's only a page and a half often of pattern, and then she'll do
She's got
a
pictures
whole
and charts
chart
everywhere.
page on the back.
Yeah, it is kind of confusing having the charts all the way in the back. I don't really like that because
Yeah, having to flip.
you have to flip back and forth and back and forth. I ended up just like taking pictures on my phone because that was easier than like flipping back in the book, which is a shame because you've got like this pretty book and then you're just using your phone for it. But no, I really liked it.
And she has in the front page what all the abbreviations stand for, which is super helpful because sometimes people do things differently. Like slip, slip, knit
Yeah.
is done differently based on different people. And I feel like I like the way she does it. So yeah.
Right, or the different cable things and whatnot. Anyways, so that's one of my whips. What do you have? What are you working on?
So I started another one of Sari Nordlund's. It was the reason I really wanted this book. I was obsessed with this pattern, and it is the Aurora Camisole. And I casted it on this morning.
That's pretty good for just this morning.
I know, it's so fun. It just has like a little bit of lace work in a V pattern, and it's done by just knit overs and then slip, slip, knit.
Oh.
So it kind of just is this like
Yeah.
just some holes. I guess.
Yeah, just some
I don't
little
know.
eyelets.
Eyelets.
Yeah.
That's the proper
Some
word.
holes.
Some holes in it. And again, I'm using the same color. This is a different yarn though. I'm just obsessed with this color. We got this yarn. We'll share more about some of the acquisitions we got, but we got this yarn at one of our yarn stores. They were having like a big clearance sale.
Yeah.
So I ended up scoring this yarn for like, it was like $5 a
little ball.
skein.
Yeah.
So it's like a $15 tank top.
That's
Do the
pretty
math.
good.
It's pretty good.
Pretty good.
This is the Quince & Co. Willet in the color Whey. And I am using the proper gauge, which is a 3.5 millimeter. And I'm doing size 2. And that's all I can say about it right now. But I'm really having fun, and I'm excited to
Look at you with all your
bring
lace
this
work.
along with me. I wound this up myself.
It looks pretty good.
Like, it looks pretty good.
Yeah. She made me
like,
bring
did
my
it on my
yarn ball
thumb.
winder though.
Like I saw someone doing this where you do it on your thumb.
I mean, it works. Then are
Yeah.
you center pulling or what?
No.
No.
Just
Oh,
around.
you just tucked it in. I see.
Because
I see.
we were kind of in a rush. Okay, here we went to the clearance event, and then I had seen this yarn, and then I thought about it, and then the next morning I was like, I need to go get that yarn. So I went. I was the first customer. I was like right when it opened. because we had something happening that morning, and so I didn't have time for them to wind it, and didn't really want them to. So, but yeah, I got it. So this will
Very
be fun.
exciting.
Yep.
Okay, my other work in progress is the cloud sweater by Petiteknit. Huzzah!
It looks like a cloud.
It's the most amazing,
And it's
fluffy.
collecting a lot of hair.
Oh, oh! I totally pulled out my. I've got all these live stitches on the loose. Okay. Surprisingly, it hasn't unwound at all.
Wait.
I left. Okay, I was working on this at her family's cabin, and I was like, I'm sick of the body. I want to do a sleeve. And so I quick put it on a barber cord, but I left my long barber cord at home. So this I put on a short barber cord, and it came loose from some of the stitches apparently just now. Anyways, it's a problem for later, I guess. Like I said, the Cloud Blouse by Petiteknit. I am using the Biches Bûche, Le Coton, and Alpaca. It is a blown yarn with like a cotton chain and the alpaca yarn blown into it. And it's so fluffy and so fun. And I'm really, really liking it so far. It is similar to the Sevilla blouse, like knitting up so fast. And I just kind of love that instant gratification of like, wow, you make so much progress so quickly, and it's amazing. I'm trying to think what else I wanted to say about it. Oh, I'm knitting the size extra small, and I'm using 5mm needles. And there's really nothing crazy about it. It's got this cute little rolled neckline. Yeah, I think I made mine shorter than the pattern calls for because I don't really like a turtleneck. Right. But I did want the little roll, so I still kept some of it. Something cute that it has that I didn't notice in any of the pattern photos is there's some purl row accents, which I don't know if you can see. If I hold it like this, you can kind of see the little bit of the ridges here where you pick up stitches on the shoulders and on the sleeves. And I just kind of like it. It's just a little touch. Kind of adds some texture to what otherwise is a pretty simple knit.
It kind of gives it that like inside out look.
Yeah.
Which is, I kind of like that look.
Yeah. Anyways, I'm really liking it. It's hard to like take places because it like leaves fuzz everywhere. Like at first when I started it, I was taking it to work, but I wear like hospital issued scrubs, and sometimes we have to go in the operating room, and I was like, I don't really feel like I should be getting alpaca fuzz on my scrubs if I'm going to be going into the operating room. So I stopped bringing it to work because that didn't really seem like a good idea. So it hasn't gotten as much love because it's like warm and summery, but anyways, I'm excited for this one to be done for fall and like get to wear it right away rather than being like a season behind like I normally feel like I am. But it's just so
that's why
soft.
this camisole is my last summer knit.
Yeah.
And then I'm hoping to do some fall things. Let's talk about our yarn shopping sprees.
This was not even like planned really. It was just kind of like, oh, they're having a big sale. We should go.
We should go.
And then where else did we go? Then we went to another thing that was like, oh, there's another sale. We should go. So.
And we bought.
Yeah,
let's first talk about
Harriet and Alice. Okay.
So we went to Harriet Alice. They were doing a big clearance sale. And the first thing that we got was some spin cycle.
For super cheap.
Super cheap.
This was like $16 instead of $30.
Yeah.
So I feel like that was a pretty good steal. We're planning to make the tessellated vest with this. So we just needed one for that because you end up using like 3 different yarns for it, I think. It's kind of crazy, but that one sounds like fun.
So we're hoping to like gather the rest of the yarns throughout the next month or so in different ways. I don't know.
It's fun because you can kind of use like a one of a kind.
For one skein of this.
It's the dyed in the wool.
200 yards.
Anyways, I got the color Summer Love. What color did you get?
The Castle.
Cute.
I have. Maybe I should go grab it. I have a hank that's like the exact same.
Oh, this is so funny.
I had gotten this last month in Canada, and it's like the same.
She has a type, apparently.
It's like her little sister. It's just the same, like pinks and teals and light greens. So
I like it.
They'll be very different applications.
Yeah.
Maybe I can wear them at the same time though. That'd be fun.
I think it'll be
so
cute.
We got those.
And then I also got some Quince & Co. Willet. This is in the color Lentil. I have no idea what I want to make with this, but
I got 3 of those?
4, actually. I have so many other like plans in the back of my mind. Like I was just on Ravelry last night making up a little queue of things, and I was like, I don't even know. So this one might sit for a little bit.
Yeah.
But again, it was super on sale. I think it was like less than $20 for the 4 of them. So I'm like, I mean, you could make a little $20 tee. Like that's so nice. So
I also got this Quince & Co. Sparrow in the color Sea Salt. I have
and what is
3
that
of
one?
these. So this is
straight linen?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep, straight linen, and it's a little bit thinner. It might be a fingering weight. So I have 3 of these. I really want to make the Darjeeling blouse with it, but I don't think I have enough. And the Darjeeling tank is cute, but I just love the little cap sleeves.
Yeah.
So.
That was actually, I was looking at that for this,
that one.
but this is like so close to skin tone.
And I've made a tank out of that material, the Willet, and it's like really soft.
Oh.
So I feel like the Darjeeling would look better in like more of a
Like a structured.
Yeah,
I think I saw one person had done it out of this, but here's what I've been doing. Instead of just getting swept away by the beauty of the like pattern designers' photos, I will look at all of the projects that other people have made, because I feel like you get a more accurate picture of what the finished product is going to look like. Because I'm not as good as those product designers. I'm like your average Joe knitter, right? And so my tension might be off, or, like things just aren't going to be perfect. And so then you see how other people made it, and you're like, oh, it doesn't quite look right as this way, or, the tension is a little funky on this. And I'm like, that's probably more what mine's going to look like. And so do I love it that much, or do I want to do something different?
Yeah.
Especially when you look up pictures of it used in the specific yarn that you're going to use.
Totally.
Because maybe it'll be structured differently, or the drape will be different, and the gauge will be different.
Yeah, I like to look up the yarn and see what projects people made.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to do to figure out what to use this for.
Okay.
And then you can like type in how many yards you have, but then you're like, oh, there's not a lot of projects out there. I keep like underbuying in yarn. Like if I'm gonna just buy some, I should like go one more. But I think there was only 4 of these, so.
Yeah, and there was only 3 of these, and one of them is a different dye lot.
Oh,
so
what a shame.
Oh well, it was so cheap. It's $5.
I mean,
what's $5?
What's $5?
Knitting world. Bargain.
It really is.
So the next day, there was another clearance event. It was the Fiber MacGyver, like,
what did she call it?
We're like, wait, what is it?
It was like a summer. I don't know. She had her little trailer thing in the parking lot and was selling them out of her parking lot. And we were kind of late to the game, so she was kind of packing up.
Late. We should have gone there first thing.
I know.
But I was at Harriet Alice getting that yarn.
Yeah.
Anyways,
but it was really fun.
It was so cool to see like her whole place and where she dyes all the yarn.
Yeah, she took us on a little tour of her like dye studio. We're like, so cool.
Yeah, and she's just the greatest. So.
She's really sweet.
Love to support like local people like that. Yeah.
Yeah, it was really fun.
So we did snag a few things.
Just a few.
I got a hank of the peony, or the merino twist in the color peony, which I have been eyeballing forever and ever. And I think I might need to get a sweater's quantity of this. I think it's just a normal one. I don't know if it's like was
the one
misdyed or something. But I'm hoping it's not. I might go and just like compare it. But I think I want to make a sweater's quantity. I'm thinking of maybe which one was it? The Astrid sweater by Peniel Larson, and then maybe holding it with her Sari alpaca.
Oh,
like
they're like, guys, you don't understand. Her colors are so like vibrant, and they just all go together so well, and it's just so beautiful. Like I was just looking at every yarn, and I was like, it's so lovely. Like I want to buy it all.
Yeah,
but I don't have that much money in my bank account for that. Anyways, that'll be really pretty in a sweater. We'd have to learn how to do
purples lately.
Yeah. And well, it matches the vibe of all the other things that you've been getting though.
Cool
like it's not out of
tones.
pocket.
Yeah.
You'd have to learn how to do like helical knitting or whatnot so to alternate
Incorporate
skeins, But
or I was thinking just at least having it in the body, not one of the sleeves. You know what I mean? Like if it was on one sleeve, you'd be like, why is that sleeve so different?
Oh, yeah. Yeah,
so
fair
maybe
enough.
like splitting up within the body.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Anyways.
If you have tips, please let me know.
For real. I don't think we've ever used like hand-dyed yarn.
No, that's true.
Yeah.
This is our first
time. I got a couple of mini skeins in I think it's the Merino DK. She said it was DK. I was like, what even is this? And she said, it's DK. And I was like, okay. And then I was walking away and I was like, I think it's Merino. I don't really know. They're lovely. I have no words. I'm going to use these to make a Stella quilt cushion for my younger sister. I was going to make her one for a wedding gift, and she got married in March.
But she's having a reception.
In August. I'm not going to finish it by then, though. That's in like 2 weeks. So she's been asking me about it, and I was like, well, I need to like get the yarn first. But I don't know, we don't have a lot of places that have a bunch of like mini skeins that you can just like pick and choose. Or I didn't always like the sets that they came in, and so this she just had like a whole little rack of mini skeins, and I just got to pick out which ones I liked together. And I think I'll hold it with like a cream base,
combo.
So they'll really pop with the dark. But I don't know the order that I want to hold them in either.
I like this color.
Yeah. Ooh.
Pretty.
That'll be cute. That'll be pretty. So I'm excited for that. I've loved the look of the Stella quilt cushion ever since it came out. But I've been like, I don't know. Again, didn't have like mini skeins to use for it, and I didn't want to buy whole skeins of yarn for it. So I'm excited to get to make it. I've never done one of Laura Penrose's patterns, but I've heard good things. So, and I love her podcast. She's so sweet, guys. So I really want to make one of her patterns, and I'm excited. It looks like a little bouquet of yarn.
Of jewel tones.
Oh, I love it. I love it.
Yeah. That's all of things I got.
My future plans. You guys did not disappoint in sharing some like ideas for what to make with my tin line. I'm not normally this indecisive with things. And I think I actually want to make the Juno tee by Sari Nordlund, which would be another one in her summer knits. It's just got a little bit of lace on the sleeves, and otherwise it's all stockinette. So I'm gauge swatching for that, and we'll see. I might just about keel over from the amount of stockinette and fingering weight yarn for the body, but I mean, you can kind of set it aside and come back to it, and set it aside and come back to it. But I just love the look of the little lacy sleeves. So, but I appreciate all the suggestions. It was fun to like hear what you guys think would go well, and like look into those patterns. And some of them are patterns that I've not heard of much or not seen very often. So I appreciated all the suggestions.
Yeah.
It was fun.
Well, that's all we have for this podcast. Hope you enjoyed. Feel free to follow us on Instagram for more real-time action, as we don't often upload these right away. So it's like, we've seen that. But also follow our Ravelries for all the things that we've knit.
All the details are there
all
for
the
sure.
Details. Definitely comment down below what you're working on, or any suggestions of things we mentioned earlier. But for now, we'll see you next time.